I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 16th of September. Alabama's weather stays hot, and you might see a few little echoes on radar later today, but prospects of a big rain event looking pretty small for a while, and the tropics are very active. Let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. First off, a look at Tuscaloosa from the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Up the road, there's a look at downtown Fayette. And Auburn, Alabama, getting set for a big football weekend. Of course, I'll guarantee you there's going to be no rain for the college games in the state on Saturday. Here's a look at the big picture this morning. Pretty good little storm system chugging through the Great Lakes. Nice comma-shaped cloud up there with a surface low approaching Chicago and Milwaukee and a trailing front. And it might kick off a shower or two later today, but like yesterday, anything out there should be pretty isolated. There is a risk of severe weather along that front from near Nashville up to about Pittsburgh and Cleveland today. And also a slight risk over the Texas Panhandle. But yeah, you get the idea. It's just not going to rain much here. That's the QPF chart. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday evening of next week. Showing not much at all. And again, after today, prospects are basically slim and none. And even today, again, the shower should be isolated. Tropical weather, there's our trio, Carl, Igor, and Julia. Igor is a big, bad storm. That thing is be passing north of the Leeward Islands today. Based on satellite estimates, the sustained winds are 145 miles per hour. And no change in the track. Maybe a little slower, the Hurricane Center still brings that thing right on top of Bermuda, now late Sunday night or during the pre-dawn hours Monday. And, of course, the recurve occurs well east of the United States, but, again, that thing will bring some very rough surf and riptides to the East Coast, all up and down the East Coast, from Miami up to Boston. Julia, the storm coming up behind Igor. At one point yesterday, it was a Category 4. And we had two Category 4s out there at the same time. That's only happened once prior to this on record, back in 1926. You can see the dry air beginning to work into Julia, so the thing is weakening. The winds are estimated now at 105 miles per hour, and there's the track. The recurve should be well east of Bermuda. No threat to the U.S. at all. Carl with a K. Down there in the lower part of the screen, coming off the Yucatan and the Bay of Campeche. It looks pretty well organized. That should be a hurricane at the time of landfall. Late tomorrow night, early Saturday morning, way south of Brownsville, Texas. And, of course, again, that's no threat to us. Here's the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. This is at 500 millibars. Same story, ridging here, pretty good shortwave north of us, and that front might kick off a shower or two. We'll mention isolated showers this afternoon. Highs in the low 90s. Tomorrow will be a dry day. And pretty much the same deal over the weekend, and understand that it's not going to exactly feel like September. Highs in the low and mid-90s. The GFS is consistently printing numbers up there really in the mid-90s all the way through early next week. Here's a look at Sunday. Of course, Igor is making the turn. There's Monday. And Tuesday of next week, 588 ridge right over us. And yeah, that's like mid-90s. And you know what? That's out there toward the equinox. There's Wednesday. That is the equinox, the first official day of fall. Still hot and dry. Thursday, same deal, week from today. So hot, dusty, just not the kind of fall weather you're looking for. But let me show you a better looking map. How about that? Now that looks better, doesn't it? That's a breath of fresh air. That's the 27th of September. Nice trough over the east. The heat bubble is shifting west. And down below that, we're dry. Look at the cold air over Canada, and look at the little tropical system way down south over the Yucatan. We'll go to the 29th. That thing comes off the Yucatan and the Gulf. On the 30th, it's moving north-northeast. And on October 1st, it is inland at Tampa Bay, Florida. And, of course, if that happens to be right, all the nasty weather will be east of here. Again, look at the cold air over Canada. But the idea of something happening in the Gulf out there toward the end of the month, the idea has been very consistent on the GFS. But the details we don't know yet. But again, the heat transfer process inevitably will happen, so we'll be watching that carefully. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.